Number 27, Darius Bamfo. Number 4, Darius Geeman. Number 14, Gavin Shields. Number 5, James Pele Sisse. Number 7, Joshua Wisdom. Number 13, McAllister Long. Number 24, Reed Raymond. Number 22, Roman Gonzalez Lopez. Number 23, Ron Abarjo. And number 2, Spencer Davis. And now, fans, the starting lineup for your Alexandria Reds, presented by PI Training, helping to build player confidence and competitive skills. Number 6, Aiden Zarate. Number 22, Bryson Clark. Number 13, Connor Hearn. Number 4, Conrad Brady. Number 17, Fidel Cone. Number 27, James Vandahai. Number 11, Harbin Rodriguez. Number 16, John Murphy. Number 9, Langston Fabigi. Number 29, Thomas Andrews. And in goal for the Reds, number 99, Cameron Marbury. The head coach of the Alexandria Reds is Nick Conclue. The assistant coaches are Abed Mohammed, Marco Perez, Raghu Vajayan, Sergio Becerra, and Gavin Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. Fans, as the teams exchange a handshake in the spirit of good sportsmanship, we ask that you keep that spirit going tonight for the players, coaches, and officials by practicing good sporting behavior in the stands, by cheering on your team in a positive manner. Entering the field of play, the throwing of objects, profanity, racist, sexist, or other abusive comments will not be tolerated, and are grounds for removal from Limerick Field.
Coming off a key win from the match a couple days ago on Sunday, the Reds look to stay winning against the new NPSL side, Hub City FC, coming down from Hagerstown in their first NPSL campaign. I'm Nick Pappas, bringing you today's match action, and the Reds with a massive win just a couple days ago against DMV FC to put them to this record of 3-2-0, while Hub City coming into this one 2-4-0, looking to get closer to that 500 mark with a result today. Captains will be at midfield for a quick coin toss and some instructions from today's match referee. As the captains discuss, we'll take a moment to thank ASA Club partners, the City of Alexandria, Alex Renew D1 Training, the Jen Walker team, and Ortho Virginia for their generous support of Alexandria Soccer Association, and Capelli Sport, the official outfitter of ASA. Take a quick look at today's starting lineups. Reds fans, today's starting lineups brought to you by Ortho Virginia. Treat your bone, muscle, joint, and back pains and strains. First for the visitors from Hub City FC. They will start with James Pele Sese, Joshua Wisdom, Carson Fieser, McAllister Long, Gavin Shields, Roman Gonzalez Lopez, Ron Abarhel, Reed Raymond, and Darius Bamfo. You're going to be really looking to the experience of Gavin Shields, the center back from West Virginia, to lead the line for them and keep things organized. On the other side for the Reds, Conrad Brady, the Penn State outside back and returning Red captain, the key player to watch today, along with Aiden Zarate, just picking up the Virginia Gatorade Player of the Year plaudits. Langston Fabi, Harbin Rodriguez, Connor Hearn, Jack Murphy, Fidel Kone, Bryson Clark, James Vandehei, Elias Andrews, and Cameron Marbury in net. Marbury had a huge outing just a couple days ago with a clean sheet and some massive saves in an important moment of the game. A quick pause as the referees make sure that everyone's outside the gate, and we wait to start action here. And the first whistle, and we are underway from Limerick Field. Early opportunity from the Reds to swing one in, bouncing around, still not clear. Andrews, the first one to this. Former ASA alumni, and that headed just wide for a goal kick. Andrews played under Felipe Furtado for the Reds, or for the Alexandria Soccer Association MLS Next U19 boys over the past couple years before attending Middlebury College this year in the NESCAC. Counterattack could be on after that wayward ball from Andrews. Playing this one in behind, 1v1. Marbury down and just wide. Joshua Wisdom, the former Crystal Palace second team player, putting that one well wide in a 1v1 situation. He's got to do better there for Hub City to get a result out of today's match. This one worked wide. Swinging around the back, and Marbury, that pass, leaving a lot of work for his center back. The Reds just look shaky connecting simple two-touch passes. A 20-yard uncontested ball for a player of this level should be easy pickings. But they might be riding a little too high off that early attacking opportunity that they had moments ago. Ball in behind for Sese. A look from the center referee to the AR, and it will be a goal kick. Going now for Hub City down the far side for Bamfo. Zarate sprays this one wide. Andrews. Those two didn't play their last year or two together when Zarate went on to DC United's academy, but they played a lot of time together growing up. Long ball in behind. Fabi, left-footed strike, and a goalkeeper mistake will put the Reds on top 1-0 inside the first 5 minutes of the match. Long ball from Bryson Clark to register the assist, and Fabi proving that you just have to shoot sometimes. You never know what's going to happen.
Fabi. Goal scored in the 5th minute.
Clark will see that one out all the way for a goal kick following his assist. Not often a center back picks up an assist on a moment like that. Usually if they do get an assist, it's from a flick on a header, on a set piece or something of the sort, but that nothing like what I just described. The clinical long ball to Langston Fabi, who, in all honesty, the shot was a bit of a tough situation, having a hit from a tough angle, but goalkeeper mistake by Darius G-man. A local Hagerstown product, the goalkeeper for Hub City. Played at North Hagerstown High School. Just completing his senior year, graduating this past spring 2026. And welcome to men's soccer, said Langston Fabi, as he is now in behind again. Fabi, 1v1. Tracking back well was the center back. Fabi, shot blocked, and will be a Reds corner. High fives all around for Hub City following the stop of that attacking move. Service to the back post, header just wide. Powerful header from Bryson Clark. Interesting decision from Reds' first season head coach Nick Conklu to put Harbin Rodriguez in the midfield. Fabi picks the pocket of the center back, now looking to drive forward. Cross to Van de Heij, can't control his touch. That one's got to be at least a shot, if not a shot on target, if not a goal. But instead, it will be a throw-in. He's got to do better with the first touch in that tight spot. It's a little different playing in a 4-4-2 than it's a little different playing a 4-4-2 rather than a 4-3-3, which Van de Heij is used to being the 9 in a front 3, not in a front 2. A lot of pushing and shoving between Kone and his mark. As that one, an underwhelming service to the front post. What a tackle that is from the Gatorade Player of the Year. To get the throw in, no less. Headed to Santa Clara next year, I believe. Zarate is going to get to link up with former Alexandria Red and Alexandria Academy player Gabrielius Mazonas. Andrews just deflecting that one negative. Rodriguez turning on the afterburners to press. Raymond strong defensively there, the redshirt senior at Shepherd University. Shepherd University, coincidentally, where the head coach of Ristosi plies his trade as a player. Zarate for Hearn. Connor Hearn, a right winger or right back or sometimes center mid for Colgate. Played a little over 1,000 minutes this past year at the Patriot League School in lovely Hamilton, New York. Lovely until about November 1st, that is, until when the snow starts falling, right around when the collegiate soccer season ends. Colgate, one of the stronger programs in the Patriot League, having put out a lot of big names over the past few years, including Jared Stroud, who's played some for DC United, as well as others, as that one looped out for a Reds throw. Bryson Clark, Howard center back. Started 13 matches this past season for Coach Phil Zhao and his staff. You have to say Phil Zhao has built a solid program at Howard over the past few years there and continues to add to that. You see a player like Bryson Clark who is just very comfortable on the ball, moves things well. Howard really does try to connect and play proper football instead of what teams have turned into, which is a game of up, and away at times. "16 minutes gone, 74 to go. With the Reds on top 1-0 following a Langston Fabi goal in the 5th minute of the match, as it'll be Van de Heide. I can see the foul. Reed Raymond staying down. In the early moments here, you have to say, I think if you just look at this, I think they're relying, the Hagerstown side relying too much on their WVU player Gavin Shields, everything going through the right back. Shields now. Shields again, and as I said it, they're trying to get him on the ball every time, inverting now. Zarate just behind that tackle on Josh Wisdom. Wisdom played his collegiate soccer at Howard, just as we were talking about their program just a few minutes ago, before pursuing a professional career again, Crystal Palace second team, as well as spells in various countries, including England, Germany, Spain, Kosovo, and more. Got to start playing with, locally at least, with Bethesda. The Reds will now have a corner. Interesting that Wisdom chose to play for Hub City rather than Bethesda's new USL 2 side. A bit unclear on how that's not a foul. Usually if you come in from behind and take out the feet of a player, you get the whistle. Lofted service to the back post, headed across. Unconvincing attacking opportunity from the Reds on that set piece, and looking to start the attack now to Wisdom. Brady doing the smart thing, clearing things away. Good first touch from Hearn. Across to Zarate. Splits two, driving by himself. And he'll get the free kick right on the edge of the box. This is Harbin Rodriguez territory. Rodriguez looking to apply the educated left foot over the wall. See what this young keeper is made of, setting his wall here, and how he decides to play this. Does he go behind it? Does he try to cheat to one side? He's confident in that, but I'll tell you, that leaves a lot of room for that left foot of Rodriguez. Hearn looking like he wants this one as well, but I don't think there's any doubt. Rodriguez low, just wide. Uncharacteristic mishit from Harbin there. It did take a deflection at some point, as there'll be Hearn to swing this one in. Blocked on the shot there from Van de Heij. Did well on the half volley, but too tight to the defender. As Zarate everywhere again. Reverses this one. And it's an assist as Rodriguez tucks that one away. Harbin Rodriguez notches his first at home on the assist from Aiden Zarate, who you have to say could be an early contender for man of the match.
Alexandria Reds goal scored by number 11, Harbin Rodriguez. Assisted by number 6, Aiden Zarate. Goal scored in the 23rd minute.
I think it's safe to say the Hub City coaching staff unhappy with what they're seeing so far with the Reds putting an old school masterclass together with 2 goals in the opening 24 minutes of play. For those Checking for the odds on Polymarket. Hopefully you took the over. Approaching the 25-minute mark. And we will take the hydration break. As we take the hydration break, first we'll remind you of our pair of goals so far. 5th-minute goal from Langston Fabi, followed by the Reds veteran and longtime ASA player Harbin Rodriguez tallying the second to give the Reds the 2-0 advantage going into the break here at the 25-minute mark. At this time, we'd like to remind you Reds fans can support ASA's Access for All initiative by joining the Red and Blue Club. To make a donation, visit alexandria-soccer.org/donate. Your generosity supports free programming, scholarships, facility improvements, state-of-the-art equipment, and more for all of the ASA programs. And for the latest news, scores, stories, and updates, follow the NPSL Reds team on Instagram at Alexandria_pro_ or online at alexandriareds.org. Reds coaching staff seems pretty fired up with how their team's starting. I think they'll want more, though. Got a great question from a William Jarvis in the comments about the standings. Taking a quick look at the standings coming into this match, the Reds at 3-2-0, sitting currently in a competitive 4th place. This thing's very tight. 1 game in hand on the team above, Virginia Beach FC, where when it's all said and done, everyone will have the same number of matches played. So it will even itself out. But first, a Reds corner kick, putting a touch goal kick. On the other hand, Hub City hovering just above the bottom of the table, 2-4-0 with 18 goals conceded. Add a couple to that tally for an even 20. Murphy, Trinity, center back. Not thrilled with that one, felt he was fouled. But Marbury well off his line. Andrews now down the left side. Works wide now. Kone. Zarate pulling the strings again from midfield. Rodriguez, the goal scorer, right foot, just wide. Looking for a little early hat trick play, potentially striking that with his right foot. He's got the left, he's looking for the right and the header to make it a perfect hat trick. Still missing two though, a lot of work left to be done. Not afraid to shoot though. Reds seem to have changed their shape just a touch following that water break into a 4-5-1. Starting out in that 4-4-2 is Hearn, a little bit of a heavy touch. Kone does well there to force the negative ball without committing a foul. Content to watch Hub City work it around the outside. Fabi dropping much deeper for that to head that one of the goal scorers today. Games like this really just show you the quality of Aiden Zarate, how he's able to cover, not only cover so much ground, but so good on the ball. Zarate, the second reigning Gatorade of the player of the year to play for the Reds. Last year, Osi Onwudiwe was the Virginia Gatorade player of the year, played for the Reds immediately after. This year, playing with Loudoun United, as well as playing at Virginia Tech. I think we might need to change the slogan to the Alexandria Reds, where Gatorade Players of the Year go to play. That one headed forward by Brady. Friendly fire there through midfield. Amazing to see the depth of levels. You see a guy like Conrad Brady, such a real strong player, just can do it all. Yet through his first couple seasons at Penn State, scrapping for minutes, it just shows you how deep some of these teams in the big conferences are. As I mentioned, O.C. Onwudiwe, the former Reds player that was a Gatorade Player of the Year, only playing 7 matches this past year for Virginia Tech in his freshman year. Really have to build into it. The college game has changed, more international players coming in. 35 gone, 10 plus stoppage time remaining here in the first half. Looking for his second assist of the game. Fabi in pursuit. Can't get anything out of that. It will be a goal kick. Zarate now through the middle. Ball stuck to his feet like glue. Lays that one off and cleared away for a Reds throw. Long throw, headed clear. Hooked up and forcing Wisdom negative was Jack Murphy. Fun fact, Jack Murphy last year played in the friendly between the Alexandria Reds and the U.S. Deaf men's national team, in which the Reds came out on top 4-3 after trailing 3-0 in the first half, helping them prepare for the Deaf World Games in Japan, held last summer. Fortunately, the Deaf national team not making it out of the group in that competition, but getting stronger and stronger as U.S. Soccer puts more and more resources into the extended national teams. Zarate, nervy layoff that the coaches weren't happy with, but it is just about everything he's done today perfection, as the Reds will get yet another corner. Looped service to the back post, headed across, goal kick. Marbury rolls this one out wide. Andrews to take the throw. Kone was the starting left back the first couple games. Andrews coming in, moving Kone forward. Band high for Kone. Rodriguez now. Through ball for Wisdom. Wisdom dancing. Deflected shot. Only as far as Zarate in the end. Starting the counterattack quickly. Harbin Rodriguez. Left foot strike, deflected. Former futsal national champion Harbin Rodriguez, a member of the most successful futsal team in Alexandria Soccer Association history, along with many other players that you've seen in this brilliant red kit over the years. Advantage. Kone. Back for Zarate. Looking one more pass, and Rodriguez just caught flat-footed. That was advantage given to the Reds. The final service and the final position that Kone found himself in, a bit tricky to work with. A minimum of 4 added minutes. The signal from the fourth official.
The fourth official on the sideline has indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage time added to the end of the first half.
Don't switch up! Body language! Come on! Stay alert! Stay compact! Stay compact! Good, Jack. Close the gap centrally! Close the gap centrally, Jack! Go for no.
Long service. Marbury comfortably catching that one and collapsing on it.
Damn, get him up and in.
Long service and doing well there, Conrad Brady. It will be a corner for Hub City. Their first of the match as we start our 4 minutes of added time.
On toes. Body shape, back line. Body shape in there, on toes.
Service the front post. Didn't beat the front post. Vandehei headed it away, and Marbury will pick that one out of the sky comfortably.
Don't let the refs rush you. Get everybody up and in. Channel. Good.
Good touch there. Going to start calling this Liverpool syndrome for Hub City as the best player on the field, their right back. Everything going through him, much as it went through Trent Alexander-Arnold in Liverpool's finest days prior to the Arne Slot era, which Reds fans, the other Reds, the Liverpool Reds, will be happy to have seen those come to a close. Lovely stuff from Harbin Rodriguez. Hub City seems content to see this one out to the half. With a minute remaining in the minimum added time by the match official. Lovely combination from the Reds as they look to get one more here before the half comes to a close with a throw in advanced position. Rodriguez. Interplay there with Hearn. Zarate now. Fidel Kone. Dancing. Gets a shot away, blocked. A glance at the watch from the referee as acrobatic stuff from Zarate. But nothing on in the end. It will be the end of the first half. The score is 2-0 with goals coming from Harbin Rodriguez in the 24th minute of the match and a 5th minute goal from Langston Fabi. Reds on top, 2-0. Step aside, back after this on YouTube. Nick Pappas back here preparing for second half match action with the Reds on top 2-0 after an electric start. The goal in the first 5 minutes of the half, tallying their second in the 24th minute of play. And that one, a whole host of changes for both sides. For the Reds, it'll be Zach Parker to replace Connor Hearn and Charlie Waller to replace Langston Fabi. And on the opposite end, it'll be Reed Raymond to make way, along with Mac Long. They're going to be replaced by Anthony Nazuzzi and Christopher Lobley. Will be a Hub City corner as they come out firing here in the second half.
Substitutions at halftime for the Alexandria Reds. Leaving the match, number 9, Langston Fabigi, and number 13, Connor Hearn. Entering the match, number 7, Charles Waller, and number 21, Zachary Parker. Substitutions for Hub City FC at halftime. Leaving the match, number 24, Reed Raymond. And number 13
will be a
Long.
Reds player
Entering
on the deck,
for Hub City, number
Conrad
20,
Brady,
Anthony Wenner.
who
And
will
number 10,
now
Christopher
have to come
Lobley.
off the pitch, having been tended to by the athletic trainer. Parried for another corner. That one out for a goal kick following the attempted Olympico. So it'll be Cole Mueller sporting the fresh new haircut to replace Conrad Brady.
49th minute. Leaving the match, number 4, Conrad Brady. And entering the match for Alexandria, number 5, Cole Mueller.
An interesting decision to put the left-footed Cole Mueller at right back. Actually might be a shape change for the Reds. Bit of an odd shape change to go a little bit in more of an attacking setup. As the Reds did switch Charlie Waller, Georgetown commit to the right side for Cole Mueller on the left. Marbury reading that one all the way safely into his hands. Through ball, Kone, little touch. Assistant referees flag up for offside. The Hub City coaches testing their trigonometry skills as they question the assistant referee's call. The sine and cosine from their view said they weren't so sure. Mueller's first touches of the day, as Murphy will be glad to see that one deflect all the way to Marbury. Murphy, who played last year for Nick Conklu in the U23 side, looked calm and composed through the first half. Had a little bit of a handful here in the second half. Strike from distance, blocked away. You have to say that, oh, that's asking for a miracle, I think would be the technical term. Looking for a little tug there. This is men's football, not U9. The reminder with the tough physical play. Vandehei called there for the foul as he was dispossessed, trying to win it back. Zarate. With the slight break in play, we'll remind you that you can join us July 1st when the NPSL team takes on FC Frederick right here at Limerick Field. Tickets available on site for $5, or you can view it right back here on YouTube, which is where I will be viewing that game from, as I will unfortunately not be here to see the regular season close for the Reds NPSL side. You have to say, through the first opening 10 minutes of play here, Hub City, the much more exciting side, creating chances, looking to get their first goal of the match, close that goal differential, having conceded 2 early in the match. Short, but a bouncing ball will not really cause any issues, as it was tough to handle, tough to deal with, and out for a goal kick. The goal scorer, Harbin Rodriguez, the man subbed off for Anthony Chong.
56th minute, leaving the match number 11, Harbin Rodriguez. And entering the match,
Parker
number
does
10,
well to take the extra
Anthony
touch.
Chong.
Van de Heij unable to collect that. Throw in for the Reds. Van de Heij was just a touch behind play there. If he had gotten there a half second earlier, he would have won a free kick. Instead, winning a throw in as that one cleared out for yet another Reds throw. Kone all the way to Van de Heij. Can't link up with Chong. Waller inside to Chong. Sporting the bright pink boots. The hot ticket item at the World Cup from what we hear. Low driven strike parried away. Zarate pressing on. Not the most convincing strike, but sometimes if you put it low and on target through traffic, it can test the goalkeeper. Could hear that contact. I think that's one of those moments that if you're the Reds, maybe you do hit it into one of the Hub City players and get them a freebie yellow card for delaying a restart. The old school player, especially guys this age, before that rule was in place, the default is to throw a foot at the ball if you see someone going to take a free kick quickly. Now, under the new laws, that is an automatic yellow as Zarate puts that one on a rope just high, out for a goal kick. Waller, Van de Heij trying to flick that one on. Zarate causing chaos. Van de Heij just wide. Van de Heij, a center back by trade for the first 2 years of his collegiate career before being moved to the 9 by his coaches at High Point University this season, which is why he's playing there for the Reds. last year, started at center back most, if not all, games for Coach Jim Hogan, along with Gregorios Hatsopoulos. Waller leaves that one behind. That's one of those, I think, if you're going to roll around that long, you either got to stay on the ground longer or it's got to be a yellow for simulation there or something. It's also a bit of an odd decision from the Hub City captain to try to get play stopped and delay things with his team down 2 goals. You'd think experience and some game management would mean he'd want to go faster, not slow things down for his team that trails by a pair of goals. Looking for the left-footed service, and now a deep service punched away by Marbury, who will collect his own punch and start it with the old-school throw-in style. Waller forward for Chong. Slides that one for Van de Heij. Thought about turning on the Jets, thought otherwise. Mueller, interesting decision of how to tackle and win that ball, but it worked out well as that one sprayed to the right side for Waller. Keeps it in play. Chip to the back post, laid off. Zarate was lurking for the tap in, can't quite get there before it's cleared away. Committing numbers forward for the long throw, Elias Andrews. Kone and Waller, the lone defenders. Looking for the spectacular Van de Heij. That would have been arguably better than any World Cup goal so far as Marbury heads that one. And in the end, looking to hook that one at the goal following a failed Marbury clearance was James Pele-Sese. Normally a central midfielder, slid out to the wing for Hub City today. As we prepare for this goal kick, we'd like to remind you that Reds fans can support ASA's Access for All initiative by joining the Red and Blue Club. To make a donation, visit alexandria-soccer.org/donate. Your generosity supports free programming, scholarships, facility improvements, state-of-the-art equipment, and more for all ASA programs. Chong to Waller. You just needed to go opposite side to Van de Heij there. Zarate again. Just everywhere. I mean, how can you not say that this guy's man of the match through the first 65 minutes of play? Van de Heij flicks it on. Assistant referee's flag was up anyway. Murphy. Waller sends that one long. Van de Heij offside yet again. Free kick taken quickly. Trying to get things started as fast as possible. Very long throw. Physical battle as Murphy cuts out that through ball that posed a danger. That one off Andrew's last throw in for Hub City. It'll be a goal kick as some discontent from Sese there. Off the shoulder of Van de High, almost playing the Black Roses forward through. I don't think we've mentioned that all game. Hub City going with the Black Roses as their mascot here for their NPSL team. Mueller flicks that one off for a Reds throw. Zarate switches play, looking for Waller. Charlie Waller, Georgetown commit. Sisters playing at the highest level. One headed out to California with the Alexandria, or excuse me, not headed out to California this year. Will be headed out to California next year for the GA event. It's his youngest sister, while his sister Kira playing for the Alexandria, or I'm sorry, the Arlington WPSL team. Free kick taken quickly. It was a bit too optimistic to be shooting distance. It was about 35 yards out, and it's a tap in for Sese at the back post. Wisdom picking up the assist there. Water break. Be a water break taken. We'll take this moment to thank our ASA club partners, the City of Alexandria, Alex Renew D1 Training, the Jen Walker team, and Ortho Virginia for their generous support of Alexandria Soccer Association and Capelli Sport, the official outfitter of the Reds.
Assisted by number 7, Joshua Wisdom. Goal scored in the 69th minute.
Reds fans, be sure to tune into the next WPSL game this Sunday as the Reds host the St. James in their home closing match of the season. They did drop the home match to Arlington, following beating Arlington just about a week prior. And they've played the reverse fixture against the St. James with a 2-1 nervy win, with Olivia Cruz scoring the game winner in that match. It's going to be a fight to the finish for Christy Bravo and her team, as it'll be a fight to the finish through the last 19 minutes of this match, following the Hub City goal to get one back in the 69th. Kone looking to skip in behind. Lovely flick from Cole Mueller. Camp Coach of the Week many a time for the Alexandria Soccer Association camps, which you can sign up for right now at alexandria-soccer.org. Select the camps tab at the top of your nav bar. And in particular, take a look at some of our exciting World Cup themed camps this summer, along with the Eintracht Frankfurt camp. Eintracht Frankfurt staff coming all the way from Germany to coach your players. Sign up at alexandria-soccer.org. Sese plays this one back, looking to break a line now. Little cut, enough to get Parker to bite. Shot not enough to get Marbury to have to do anything. Coach Nick Conklow doing his best athletic trainer impression. This is one of those moments you'd like to see both teams just play the game instead of having all the extracurriculars that just take away. This is what FIFA has tried to get away from in the World Cup, and it's been excellent the way they've done it in the World Cup. This, however, has been a little bit of gamesmanship that is a little excessive, if I do say so myself, from both sides. Good tackle, but nervy back pass. Marbury doing really well again there. You have to say, Cameron Marbury really only concedes the most impossible to save of goals. That could have been, if he had touched Waller there and he touched him enough, it will be It will be a free kick for the Reds.
Alexandria Reds
Gabriel
substitution
Ndakpri
in the 76th
to replace James Van de Heij.
Now leaving the match, number 27,
One big,
James
strong
Van de Heij.
center forward for another.
Entering the match, number 25, Gabriel Ndakpri.
Reds throw in on the far side of the pitch. 15 plus added time remaining. Andrews going to take the throw in. And they called 5 seconds. NPSL not playing under the new laws per the update. That's being called the 5-second rule for those at home watching. They're playing under the 2027 rules, which is that after 5 seconds, if a team has not taken the throw in, it does go to the other side, though a visible count is supposed to be given at the when the count starts. The count officially starts when the ball is picked up by the thrower. If they choose to change throwers, it does not count. But it's a bit harsh there. You know, again, you don't know what was said in the captain's meeting, but that was not something that has been played all season, but now everybody's seeing it in the World Cup, and I guess it applies. That's one of those moments. As long as it's called the entire game and both ways, that's all you really care about, but a bit surprising to see that, as not all referees nationwide have even done their 2027 certification yet. And after our analysts on the sideline confirm, it was that 5-second rule not supposed to be in effect until July 1st, which by my calculations is still about 10 days away.
Hub City FC substitution in the 82nd minute, leaving the match number 14, Gavin Shields.
Gavin Shields, the right back,
18,
who
Billy
was
Mese
everywhere
Epise.
in the first half to come off. He's been a little bit quiet here in the second half. It's been more Sese, the main guy, but Billy Mese Epise to come in and replace Shields. It's a bit surprising to see that 5-second call earlier. I keep going back to that, but it just really,
City FC bench in the 82nd minute.
really surprises me. Not only is it that IFAB doesn't officially start the new rules till July 1st. Oh, no way. That's unbelievable. This is getting really unbelievable here. Chong does everything to get the ball, and he's in. And not only does he, if anything, it should be stopping a counterattack. If we want to play by the new IFAB rules, this has got to be a yellow for simulation. This is shocking. You can't pick and choose when you change to the new pieces of rules here. It's really disappointing to see at this level. Now free kick in a really dangerous area for Hub City. Late on. It was a yellow card about 3 minutes ago for Darius Bamfo on the bench. Now it's going to be a corner kick for Hub City as they're going to commit numbers forward. That's really unfortunate if you're a Reds fan to see such an impact from such poor decisions. Cross blocked. Mueller hooks that one forward. Chong can start the counterattack. Reds committing numbers forward. And Docpree overruns that, but Zarate able to maintain possession and keep the attack going, but a miscommunication between him and Chong. Parker, lovely stuff. Chong cuts the other way. Waller. Charlie Waller sends this one down to the construction site and sends our behind-the-scenes crew on a long stroll.
Hub City FC substitution in the 86th minute, leaving the match number 27, Darius Bamfo.
Darius Bamfo, man on a yellow card, to be replaced by Anthony Nzuzi. Docpree twists and turns, keeps possession. Parker works this one wide. Waller looking for Chong. Kone, good tackle there. Did not stay in play, and it will be a red substitution. Aiden Zarate comes off. Axel Chicas to replace Aiden Zarate in the final 3 minutes.
Red substitution in the 87th minute, leaving the match number 6, Aiden Zarate.
A healthy allocation of added time coming. That shot deflected. Marbury to go feet first here. Waiting to pick this up as long as he can. A minimum of 5 added minutes, a healthy amount, as he counts the 5 seconds that don't go into effect for another 10 days. The Reds adapting to the new laws very well for having to adapt on the fly. This injury behind the play looks to potentially be serious. There's a non-contact injury. Those are typically the ones that you worry about the most. Mueller, the second half sub, hobbling off the pitch, unceremoniously yanked off the ground by the Hub City goalkeeper. Clearly a severe injury. Anytime you see a non-contact player just go down like that, it's something to worry about.
Of 5 minutes of stoppage time added to the end of the second half. Hub City FC substitution in stoppage time of the second half, leaving the match number 12, Carson Fieser.
This is going to be a tough last couple minutes for the Reds as Chicas tracking back hard. Slow the play from Hub City. Chong's got to get involved. Parker's got to get involved. These guys have got to put in the work, the center mids. Service down the far side from Hub City will be a corner kick. There's a first time for everything as the Reds putting backup goalkeeper Santino Inkpen in for the injured Cole Mueller, just committing numbers forward. He's has not played in the field since U10. Two minutes in to added time as Inkpen waiting for the opportunity to go in. Parker deflects this one.
Red substitution and stoppage time in the second half, leaving the match number 5, Cole Mueller. And entering the match number 33, Santino Inkpen.
Long ball. Inkpen going to the 9 with Ndakpri. Ndakpri connecting well with Chicas. Ball dumped. Inkpen, hot pursuit, looking for his spectacular moment. Ndakpri. 3.5 minutes into the 5 minimum added. Little futsal scoop, cleared away by Murphy. Bouncing ball, and Ndakpri in pursuit, putting the pressure on Inkpen. And you know, moments like this are where you see the futsal DNA of a club like Alexandria, where guys can come in from the playing the goal, they can play in the field because they're just so used to playing in that futsal style. That ball overrun Waller. Waller now, his goalkeeper way off his line. Why not have a rip? Defending for their lives now, the Reds. Kone commits the foul. It was Christopher Lobley, the player clipped there, and send everyone the signal. Why not send the keeper up even if you're Hub City? Commit numbers forward. You're in the 5th minute of 5 of added time. Should be the last action. Well, the keeper wanted to come forward. The center back, I think, having some choice words for him. Get back to the goal, he says, but loft to the back post. Still not clear. Parker cleared, and the Reds seal it.
That's the end of the match with the final score. The Alexandria Reds 2, Hub City FC 1. Soccer fans,
it was a
hard-fought
result from the Reds. 2 goals in the first half. Enough to do the job. with
That game right here at Limerick
a
Field
pair of goals
Wednesday, July
coming in the
3rd.
first
Kickoff,
25 minutes of the game.
7:30
First
p.m.
one coming from
The
Langston
Alexandria Reds,
Fabi,
thank you for
followed by
attending
a
tonight's match.
strike
Please
from
travel home
longtime
safely. Have a great night.
ASA player Harbin Rodriguez to see things out. It was a lot of tough battling, tough defending late in the match for the Reds. A couple injuries picked up that they'll hope are minimal with quick turnaround. But that will do it for us here today. Make sure to tune back in to our next home game for the NPSL side. That'll be July 1st. For the WPSL side, this Sunday, June 7th or 24th. Or 21st, excuse me, June 21st. This Sunday, the Reds' final women's home game against the St. James, and then the upcoming men's home game July 1st as the Reds take on FC Frederick, 7:30 p.m. right here at Limerick Field. $5 admission or online on our broadcast. Reds would like to thank ASA club partners, the City of Alexandria, Alex Renew, D1 Training, the Jen Walker team in Northo, Virginia for their generous support of the Reds. We'd also like to thank Capelli Sport, the official outfitter. For all of us here at Limerick Field, this is Nick Pappas saying good night. Final score, Reds 2, Hub City FC 1.